So what's going on with you guys, man? As you guys can see from today's title, I just want to first and foremost say that no one in this narrow path is perfect, right? I don't care how much a person tries to make it seem like they are perfect. I don't care who they claim to be. I don't care how long of a SR journey you've been on. You are not perfect. You are not perfect. And before I jump into today's video, man, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, right? For whenever I drop great videos like this one. Now, listen, you guys, I'll honestly admit when I'm slipping. And I want to let you guys know that I've been struggling. I've been struggling with lust. I've been struggling with feeding into things that I have no dealings feeding into. And I can honestly say that I've been letting my flesh win when it comes to lust. And I can honestly say that my flesh has been winning in this thing or this battle of lust. And I honestly blame myself because we always have that inclination inside of us. You know what I'm saying? We have the Holy Spirit, and then you have that demonic voice in your head that's telling you to not relapse. You know what I'm saying? We all have the angel on our shoulders, and we have a demon on our shoulders telling us either to not sin or to go sin. And clearly God is never going to tell us to go sin. You know what I'm saying? God is never going to tell us to go do something he told us not to do, right? And the enemy, he's going to want us to start justifying why we should sin. He's going to want us to start talking about, okay, one more won't hurt. If you do this, God won't be disappointed. He's going to forgive you already. And this is why a lot of people continue to feed into sin, because they are basically grace wasters, essentially. And I don't want to fall into the category of being a grace waster. Because why sin even though God does give us grace? Why sin? We're supposed to wake up each and every single day and have the drive to want to please God, right? There shouldn't be no ifs, ands, or buts when it comes to pleasing God. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, you guys, I don't like to come on this camera. If I'm going through something, I don't like to put on a front. I don't like to be fake. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going through something that I know a lot of you guys might be hiding in the dark as well, I'm going to address it. Look at how many supporters I have on my channel right now. Imagine when I reach to a larger amount of following, right? I can't continue to leave the things that I'm doing in the dark, and not express these things. I want to give you guys a safe place in this community to be like, okay, Javaughn can be vulnerable with us, so I can be vulnerable and feel a sense of safety in his community as well. And if you guys haven't seen my video on 3 things you should never do after a relapse, I highly recommend y'all to go check that video out. Because that video can honestly help a lot of people. The main point I'm trying to get across in today's video is that I struggle behind closed doors. I struggle. I still feed into things that I'm not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going strong on my SR journey, but a relapse can be any single thing. You don't necessarily have to spill your seed for it to be considered a relapse, right? If you tell yourself you're not going to do this type of substance anymore and you go back to it, that's a relapse. If you tell yourself that you're probably going to stay off of Instagram for a week, right? And then you go back to it, that's a relapse. If you tell yourself you're not gonna go on the sites or watch these women twerk and then you go back and do the opposite, then that's a relapse. So you don't necessarily have to spill your seed for it to be considered a relapse. So I just want you guys to know that. And I just want to come on this camera and be authentically myself. because a lot of people shy away from that, and I get it, because this is the internet. You say or do something that a lot of people don't receive well, that can be the death of your platform. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might cancel you. You know what I'm saying? But if I get canceled for being authentically myself, then I have the upper hand throughout it all because I went out being myself. So I just want to let you guys know that, for those of y'all that might be thinking I'm perfect and I can never do any wrong, that I mess up as well. There's things that I do in the dark that I haven't been, you know, comfortable enough to express, which is why I'm making this video right now. Right? There's things that I've been feeding into, right? I've been letting my flesh get the best of me. And I don't normally do these things. And when it comes to relapsing, we have to understand our strength and our weaknesses. The Bible talks about pride, right? There's so many things said in the Bible about pride. I forgot the verse about pride where it says something about before before you fall, before pride comes. You know what I'm saying? You if you know, you know. The point I'm trying to make is that, a lot of us, if we're going on long streaks, we can let pride get the best of us, thinking that we're too mighty, thinking that we're too strong, thinking that we can never, relapse, thinking that we can never go back to what we're escaping. You know what I'm saying? And that is completely wrong. That is completely wrong. And I just want to let you guys know that the enemy knows your weaknesses. Once you open a door for the enemy to attack you in a certain area of your life, he's now going to use that as a weakness against you. So the more doors you continue to open, the more and more you continue to feed into certain things, he's now going to quote unquote figure you out a little more. So you're giving him room to figure you out more and more. For example, today I was trying to edit a video and I noticed that I was going through so much fight just to edit a video. And the enemy knows that once he stresses me out to a point where I want to give up, he knows that I'm going to essentially become weak and I'm going to want to give in to lust and I'm going to want to, give up on my journey. He knows these things. This is why we have to fight each and every single day. We have to fight. We have to put on the whole armor and fight. Because literally, once you give way for the enemy in your life, he's going to figure you out. He's going to know what trips you up. He's going to know how to, play these mental games so that you can essentially go back to your vomit. He knows these things. So I just want to let each and every single one of you guys who might be battling with porn sites, masturbation, any type of relapse, anything that consists of a relapse, I want to let you guys know that it is not worth going back. It is not worth going back. It is not worth your time. It is not worth your energy. It's not worth it at all. And I just want to let you guys know that. Because the moment you give your strength to a screen, to a video on your screen, you have lost. But the more you continue to fight and feed into your spirit, you win every single time. And the enemy does not like that. He does not like that. This is why the enemy was coming for me earlier through frustration and stress. Because he's seen how I was resisting him. He's seen that I was finally fighting. So now he's trying to come 10 times harder. And this is why we have to have spiritual lenses to see. We have to be spiritually aware, right? So we can see the type of wars that we're dealing with. A lot of our warfare is not carnal. A lot of these things that we face is not flesh and blood. It's spiritual wickedness in high places. And we have to see this. We have to wake up to what's going on. in order to win the battle. So listen, man, I just wanted to let you guys know, give you guys a little update on my life. Comment down below what type of videos you guys want to see more of. I might start vlogging a little bit more, as y'all seen from the intro. If you guys want me to incorporate more of those type of videos into my regular videos, you know what I'm saying? So like this video if you took anything informative or learned something new. Share this video with a friend because they will need it. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'll catch you in the next one, and I'm out.